Today, last week we discussed about the temple paintings and about our historical art. Today we're going to discuss on how art has formed as an academic subject and where did the artist began their work in Sri Lanka. Previously in Kandyan era, which was our last kingdom, we didn't have artists. Okay, we had only the craftsmen or artisans. Do you know the word, the difference between an artist and an artisan? Who is an artist and who is an artisan? Have you heard the word artisan? Any of you?
Artisan means a person who design things by hands. That means like statues.
Yes. It's not actually design, but who do the craft. Okay. Artist is a person who express themselves through art. You know that artisan කෙනෙක් කියන්නේ සිංහලෙන් කියනවා නම් මේ ශිල්පියෙක්. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි දැන් දීර්ෂානි කිව්වා වගේ මේ ක්‍රාෆ්ට් එකක් ස්ටැචු එකක් හරි මොකක් හරි ඒක කරන කෙනා. ආටිස්ට් කියන කෙනා තමයි කලාකරුවා කියලා සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ. Right. So the artists, we didn't have artists in our historical era. Even in temple paintings, they were artisans actually. Actually, we think so, right? Maybe Sigiri paintings, maybe they were done by an artist. But in near history, like in Kandyan period, in near history, we didn't have artists. All the craftsmen and artisans were there. When it comes to paintings and what else? Textiles, weaving, different kinds of like dumbara paduru. Have you heard? Have you seen that wayval, wood carvings or whatever? We had artisans, right? So then when did we start as artists? So that's what we are going to learn today. Actually, what do you think? When it may have emerged? කොයි කාලේ වගේ වෙන්න නැතිද මේ ආටිස්ට්ලා ඉන්නේ නැත්තේ ලංකාවට? What happened after the Kandyan era? How did it decline? Kandyan era එකෙන් පස්සේ මොකක්ද වුනේ ලංකාවට? ඇයි Kandyan era එක නැති වුනේ? What is the next era? When did we got independence?
Kurunagal?
No, Kurunagala was prior to the Candian era. Then we had the colonial period. We have been a British colony for the later Candian era was declined by European invaders. So පෘතුගීසි ලන්දේසි ඉංග්‍රීසි ඇවිල්ලා මේ අපි යුරෝපීය කොලනියක් වුණා. So we had that plantations, tea and coffee, those plantations economy, and sorry, I couldn't check the chat. Yes, Deepik. Yes, colonial period. So in that period, there was a elite class in upcountry and also in down south. We had an elite class who were wealthy and benefiters of those plantation economy. And we had like British and Sinhalese marriages and sorry, British Sinhalese marriages and also another a wealthy class, elite class, those who were Sinhalese and some of them were turning to Christianity, Catholics, and they were associated with this British culture. So in that period, in 1910 and 1920s, sons and daughters of those British influential class, they had good education. There were colleges in Sri Lanka, like Royal College Colombo and Trinity College Kandy. Likewise, those older colleges, they had primary education there, and they had secondary education in UK and other European countries. Universities like Cambridge, Oxford, they had those privilege to get proper academic education. So after they went to those academic institutes, most of the time in UK, they started learning this art as well from those academic institutes. Most of the artists we had that in that era was not, they were not primarily learn art. They had went to those countries to learn maybe medicine or most of the time law. So they were lawyers, most of them, and then they started learning. They had that exposure and they started learning art as well. So from them, when they get back into Sri Lanka, from them we got this European art influence. Okay, and they started practicing as artists in Sri Lanka. So that was the initiation of modern art. or particularly academical art, academic art in Sri Lanka. So in 1943, some of the artists, a set of artists, started a group called 43 Group. You may have heard of this. There's a group of artists formed a group, a kind of an institution called 43 Group. It's because it was started in 1943. So the 40s was from 20s to 40s was the rise of those elite class young artists of Sri Lanka. And not only the art, all the art, music, architecture, all these art forms were formed in those era because of the British influence. Prior to that, we had only crafts and folk art that originally from our country. Actually, we can't call them actually original, but since we had influences from India, China, Arab countries, all those influences we had, but it was formed into folk art here. Then academic art was raised after this 43 Group. So 1940s they started this, and after that they started teaching art. They had exhibitions, and they learned with each other, and most of them, some of them went to Shantiniketan, India, for learn art, and also music, and everything was there. So then after this 43 Group, they started academic art, and first thing was started in it came to academy. After they started teaching art in Maradana Technical College as a subject, art as a subject. Then only this visual arts rise here. And also after that Maradana College, have you heard there's a person called JDA Pereira? You may have heard that there's a JDA Pereira gallery in University of Visual and Performing Arts. So this University of Visual and Performing Arts, you know now, in Horton Place, Colombo, that was called Haywood in those days. It was a house of a British elite called Haywood, and that Mr. Pereira, he bought this house and started an institute for art. So then now it has become a university. So that was the initiation of the academy. So we'll see few work from the 43 Group. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
So this is a picture of the 43 Group done by one of the artists. So one artist is Harry Pires. see the paintings? Can you see that the European influence is there? The portraits of people, and these set of artists, they captured the essence of Sri Lanka, like the beauty of that era, and the sceneries they have drawn. Uh, the subjects were uh, the Sri Lankan subjects they used uh, in those era. So Harry Peary's paintings were like this. Even this one, the first scenery, the Sri Lankan landscape. And the next one is Lionel Wayne. Harry Peary's later started a gallery. Now, still today, you can. It's functioning. You may have heard there's a gallery called Sapumal Foundation in Colombo. It was started by Harry Peary's, and later now it's functioning as a foundation and a gallery for art. And Lionel Went was the eldest of those group, and he was a pioneer of this group. You know that there's a gallery and theater in Colombo, Lionel Went Gallery. You may have heard. And he is also another person. He was a photographer. He has done some paintings, but he is well known as a photographer, and he also a person who captured Sri Lankan essence. Look at this picture. It can you recognize the backdrop? What do you think? What they are? Those motifs? ඒක පැදුරක්. What is specific about that? Nowadays we can't see those mats. Have you heard about Dumbara? Anyone? Dumbara කොයිද කියන්නේ? Give me a minute. Have you heard about Dumbara?
Ratnapura district.
Yes, madam.
Okay.
But I don't know where it is situated.
Dumbara is in Kandy actually.
It is along with the Knuckles range.
Yes. Knuckles range එකෙන් it's a valley in Knuckles range, circled with the Knuckles range. It's a village called Dumbara. It's in Kandy. So what is important about this?
Maths.
Yes, maths and weaving. weaving textiles. We have most precious type of textiles from Dumbara. These motifs are unique to Dumbara, even in mats and also for the textiles. I think that Dumbara mats are not there anymore, but there are people still doing the fabrics with these motifs. I will show you some in next time. Those designs, and it's very unique for Sri Lanka. These motifs cannot be easily done, and these are only done in Dumbara. Now those Dumbara motifs are they have copied it other areas, the textile producers in different areas in the country, but they are originally from Dumbara, right? I will show you some pictures next time. So it's something different from this story. Lionel Wendt is a person who captured this essence of art from Sri Lanka. All the artists in this era, they were based in, most of them were based in Colombo, and some of them based in Kandy. But this discussion, this movement was in Colombo. So they were like, actually, even the names. I intentionally put the images of those people, not for you to recognize, but for you to see that they are like foreigners. So they were like outsiders who appreciated this culture, and they will work for it. So this is another photograph by Lionel Wendt. See this one, beautiful, right? Can you recognize the design theory? I told you, like the triangles in this picture. Very nice, right? And another thing is, he has portrayed the beauty of male figure. Most of the time, the subject goes to the female figures. But Lionel Wendt, most of his photographs, he has captured male figures, and there are even nude figures in his photographs. See this one, temple. This is called temple offerings. So it's the subjects are unique to Sri Lanka. See another picture, buddy. Have you read Kurulu Hadawata by Liyanage Amarkirti? The story, the book. Kurulu Hadawata kiyala tiyanada ඔබට? I will send the name into the chat. Read that book. It's about it's a bit later, not in 40s. This is 30s and 40s. That story is about like 60s and 70s. Read that book. Have you heard of this person? The next one is George Kidd. So here I'm describing about the pioneers in 43 group, right? The artist, 43 group artists. George Kidd, he was another one from this group. He had a different style in painting. This is his early work. Sorry, I have sent a message to Deepika. Thank you, Deepika. These paintings are in Gautami Viharaya, Boralla. It is a temple in that era. The drawings were done by George Kidd. You can go there and see. Can you go to Colombo? Those paintings. They were unique and unique from the other temple paintings we had. And these were his earlier work. And later on, he established this style. Normally, we recognize these paintings unique to George Kidd. This is one of his paintings, but he stick into this style later on, and he had done a lot of paintings in this style. Can you see that influence from Picasso, Cubism in these paintings? The painting by George Kidd. Another artist who was Gabriel. He actually worked with the academic teaching and stuff. He was interested in still life and natural landscapes. See, this set was from different artists actually. One from another. They are different and they had their unique styles. And it was a combination of Europe into Sri Lanka. Justin Dharaniyagala, and he was another artist and one of the most influential in Sri Lankan art. And Justin Dharaniyagala's name he got from his father was Justin Pires. Later on, he used this name, Justin Pires Dharaniyagala, who just Dharaniyagala, because with the nationalist movement, the nationalist movement they had in that era, the seek of independence from British colony, this person sought out for his original Sri Lankan name, and he used that. He and his brother, they both used those names, the original names, Dharaniyagala. So, from their parents' era, their names were changed into British names. So this is a very influential artist, one of the finest artists in Sri Lankan history and in the group, I guess. This oil paintings. And you know that oil paintings are really expensive. It is an expensive art using oil painting. So only these groups could afford it, being artists. But can you see that since they were kind of liberating people, they started this and they promoted this into academic level in Sri Lanka nowadays. With free education, anyone can do this, right? It's not that a far away thing to be an artist. So not just learning from that exposure they had, they pioneered in establish this art into an affordable, accessible level into all Sri Lanka. Painting by Justin Dalmaker. Oil on canvas. Different, right? And this person, Aubrey Collar. They are all Sri Lankans, right? Even though they had these names and these looks and this fashion. He was the pioneer cartoonist of Sri Lanka. This is not 40s actually. They started in 40s, this 43 group, and they continued working. So he was the pioneer cartoonist who started it actually in Sri Lanka, and still you can see that today even the cartoonists are following his art, and he was against the political procedures in those time, and he was a political critic through his art, and in that case he has become a victim of politics, and he had to leave the country because he was a political critic. Just as today, he had to leave the country and drop his art, but art of this criticizing Sri Lankan politics, but he continued as an artist, not exactly this cartoon style, but he has continued as an artist throughout his life. See, so it was about the irony. This is a read this when you have time. This is a poster that he did for an exhibition of 43 group. So you can see all the artists, the other artists work here, right? He has criticized the other artists' work, and it is a poster for 43 group exhibition. They had several exhibitions, and later on not only these artists, they have collaborated with other upcoming artists and had exhibitions in Colombo. Another artist, Ivan Pires. Oil on canvas. He had worked with oil painting and watercolor as well. See, they have tried different styles. And even these, can you see that it has this Sri Lankan essence? Another work by Ivan Pires. Quite advanced, right? Another one, famous artist was Manjusri. He was a Buddhist monk and he learned in Shantiniketan, and he was one of the artists who was supported by these other artists for his education and all. Later, he got away from Buddhist as a monk, and then he married and lived a normal life. He was important because he is a person who preserved all the temple paintings. Like he was from Ambalangoda, and he has painted all the copied actually all the paintings from Ambalangoda Sundarmarama in yeah, on site. He has painted all the uh, paintings, copied all the paintings and preserved them. So his uh, voice was actually for that we should preserve those temple paintings because that was the heritage we have. So he influenced by those temple paintings and preserved those paintings by copying them. There's a lot of a huge set of paintings done by Manjushri of the original of those temples. It's from the collection of Sapamal Foundation. So he's the one who extracted those original folk art we had. George Pearson is another artist of that group. He was more into this abstract, the play of colors. The Church by the Sea painting by George Pearson. The next one from the 43 group is Richard Gabriel. I just had those pictures so you can feel that that atmosphere there, right? They were like they had enough money, they had wealth, so they were like playing with those uh, art stuff. Uh, to do art, actually, it's common in not only in Sri Lanka. It's common that people need extra money. Art art emerged when they had money to spend. So expression comes when the struggle of life is over, right? So otherwise you don't have time to play with this art and all. So, but the thing is that these people use their intentions, expressions into form a new generation, right? Not just they didn't die with their art. Even for the crafts in kingdom in those historical eras, uh, it was funded by wealth. Raphael didn't paint for himself, you know, that he painted for someone else, maybe for the church, for the power, and for the patronship was the one who keeping this art alive. So without patronage, without money, art doesn't exist. Even the kings and queens that even those Dumbara textiles, those wooden crafts or ivory crafts, they were offered for the king. So they gave the king gave the villagers or the money or whatever the wealth was given by the king to keep the it's not intended to keep the crafts alive, but uh, that's how it is sustained. So it's important, the patronage. See on this one, they have captured village sceneries. Kannada. Sorry. Portrait of Martin Vikramasinghe. So, okay. That's all about the 43 group. Do you have any comments? Did you know that we have this kind of artists? Have you heard of these people?
No, madam.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? Uh, we think that only we know about Picasso, uh, we know about Da Vinci, but we need to know about these people as well. Right? Uh, so it was the start of art. So why it's not only the art actually, architecture, music, uh, dancing as well. It started in Colombo. After this, our own elite class went abroad and had proper education in Europe. So that's the start of it. even dancing, even though we had this Canadian and low country dancing styles, they were like folk art and folk drama. They were in villages for entertainment and for as rituals. ශාන්ති කර්ම විදියට තමයි ඒවා තිබුණේ. එතකොට දැන් මේ සෙට් එක තමයි not only 43 group මේ කාලේ හිටපු මේ අර elite class එකේ මිනිස්සු ටික තමයි මේ UK ගිහිල්ලා මේක ඉගෙනගෙන ඇවිල්ලා මේක මේ proper art එකක් විදියට form කරේ. So even the dancing, it was converted into stage performance in 40s to 80s, those era. මේවා stage performance විදියට තිබුණේ නැහැ. තිබුණේ ශාන්ති කර්ම වගේ නිකන් ගමේ නටන ඒවා විදියට තමයි තිබුණේ. එතකොට මේ ක්ලාස් එක තමයි ඒවා ෆෝම් කරේ. So about okay, we'll do another session on Friday. Tell me, what do you know about the film industry? When did we first start? What is the first movie in Sri Lanka? Because I want you to see few videos, to watch few videos before we have the discussion, because otherwise you won't feel it actually. You will understand, but you won't feel it. So I will send you some video links in Google Class. Watch them before the next class, right? I won't give long videos, few songs and clips. Then you can watch them and come. So about the movies, what is the first movie of Sri Lanka? That art also in this period, not actually 40s. It's started around 60s, and 70s was the golden era of Sri Lankan film industry. What is the first movie? You know it, right? Anyone? What is the first movie of Sri Lanka? No idea? Okay, find out before the next class. I will, yes, Kada Unpurondu Deepika. Yes, that was the first movie. No, Kada Unpurondu is the first movie. Pragati. But it was the first movie, and in the first stage, all the directors were from India, and movies followed the Indian stories. The stories also, they were copies from Indian film industry. And they were filmed in studios, like indoors. Have you seen any indoor? Maybe in not Sri Lankan ones, but no, still we have, I think, that even in television they are telecasting those old movies shot in video film studios. Have you watched Oshin?
Yes, madam.
Yes. Have you recognized some of the shots are, most of the shots are done in studios? In Oshin also? Have you noticed it?
I watched that in my small age, so I can't
Yeah.
remember that now.
Recently they had, I thought that Rupani telecasted it again. No, right? So, so when you were born, 1995?
1998.
Oh, really? 8. So I think some of you are in the class. So you are 90s people, right? Okay. Uh, this okay, you haven't watched Oshin even, right? Okay, I will send you links of some videos. So they were shot in studios, uh, and have you heard of Lester James Pearis, a pioneer filmmaker in Sri Lanka?
Yes, madam.
Yes, yes. Find out why he was important. Why he was important. Uh, okay, okay. I will send you a list to find out on Google Classroom before Friday. You have to find out why he was important. Oh, okay, actually, I will send you some work to see. Uh, what else? නිල්ලහස් තලේ සින්දු අහලා තියෙනවද? නිල්ලහස් තලය no?
Yes, madam.
Yes. The original from the movie, the original song?
Ambeyaluwa?
No, no, no. It's not from Ambeyaluwa is not a movie, right? It's a okay, okay. This is a good thing. I need to note down. I will note down what you know and don't know, so then I can. Yes, Deepika, we have lectures on Friday, I think. Do you have anything in the morning? Tilshani, do you have anything in the morning? Okay. Okay. We
Friday
have,
morning we don't have lectures, madam, but by 3 to 6.
okay, okay. Okay, we'll take around 9, 2 hours, right? Because we need to complete. And the other thing is, I didn't do this part of the presentation today because I couldn't imagine what you know and don't know. So I will send you those links. Okay. Nillahastale is not from Ambeyaluwa. It's from a movie. I will send you the original song. Ambeyaluwa is a teledrama. It's not a movie. Okay, I will go to the teledramas as well then. And what else? Have you heard of Mahagamasekara? Have you heard of Tummang Handi? Tummang Handi කියවලා තියෙනවද? There's a book called Tummang Handi. Hands up those who have read Tummang Handi. How many of you have read? No one? No one, right? Okay. Okay, then I will give you a list of books also. Tummang Handiya is another turning point in Sri Lankan film history. And have you heard of Mahaganseka?
Yes, madam.
Good. Okay. And how many of you have watched Gamperali, the movie? Not the teledrama, movie. Okay. And have you heard of a movie called Bambaru Avit? Bambaru Avit කියලා movie එකක් අහලා තියෙනවා. No, right? උදුම්බරා සින්දුව අහලා තියෙනවා. හඳුනාගත්තොත් ඔබ මා කියලා සින්දුව.
Yes, madam.
That's from Bambaru Avit movie, right? Okay, I will send them. So, as kids, what are the cartoons you watched? In your childhood, what are the cartoons you watched? Name me few. Can you hear me?
Yes, madam.
Have you watched? Okay, okay, Sura Papa, yes, good.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo,
Woofy. Kumichi.
Goofy. Okay. Yes. Tintin? Tintin ba another one?
Yes, madam.
Okay, good. Pingu ge like a ballerina. That a 3D cartoon?
Yes, madam.
Okay. How many of you have watched Pingu? Garfield. I have to do a survey. Pingu ballerina. Only Dilshani has watched it. Okay, next. What were the famous Hindi movies in your era as children? What are the famous Hindi movies you are there? Can't remember. Okay. 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 Before the next class, I will send those links of 70s, 60s music movies. Please watch them before the class. Then we can discuss about them. Some of them are that you know them, but you may have heard like actually those songs from Bambaru Avi. You may have actually heard them because all the new singers are singing them. You don't know the history. That's it. And these songs from Gangadhar and all, you know them. So it's just a little bit of digging out the roots. Okay, okay. We'll meet on Friday about this then. So what happened with your mind maps and the collection of photos? Do you have anything?
Madam, we have collected the photos. So where we have to send those?
Okay. Do you have any of you have that? Ilshani, do you have all the photos?
Yes, madam.
So you can share your screen and show me them. Then we can discuss about that. Can you? Or someone from your group? Can you share, Dilshani? Yes. Okay. Yes. First, show me all the pictures in the folder with large icons. Okay. Your thing was about indoor planting, right?
Yes, madam.
Yes, good. So here you have selected images that are images of indoor plants, right? To create the mood board, we have few bonsai and that cactus images of those plants. To create the mood board, you have to pick more images with emotions, right? So, what can we get from what can we get those emotions that you are caring for those plants and you need to water and it it creates a mood uh, for that. What type of images that you can collect more? And somebody suggest them what type of images that they need more. These are good, but to create a mood, what type of uh, so can you enlarge the images and show it one by one now? Think of the other aspects. Somebody please suggest. Yes. Shaba is suggesting balcony planting. Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's all right. So any suggestions, any ideas from the class? Do you feel that these are indoor plants when you see the images? Just express any idea you have. Right? Are they good? Any positive comment? Any idea, Dilshani? Any idea? First, okay, I have few comments. First thing is you have to download larger images, right? You can't enlarge these images because they are very small. My first concern is that try to find more high resolution with high resolution images, larger images, right? The first thing is that. The next comment is, can you see that some of the images, like, show me the picture of download 5, enlarge download 5. So image is small. Yeah, that's a problem. So in this image that you can see that there is a little bit of context around the major subject. Like there's a curtain and the light is there, and you can feel that it is a small pot and over a table near a window, right? With this image, you get that this is indoor, the feeling of indoor. Right? Do you get what I'm saying? Go back to your collection. Okay. Image 3, images 3. Okay. This one doesn't have any context, this image. So you don't feel anything unless it is a cactus pot. Now do you get it?
Yes, madam. So we have to select the pictures with a background or
Yes, with not just a background, right? Okay, go back to your folder. That number 17, the third one. This one has a background, but it's not appealing, right? That it feels that it is in a indoor place, but it doesn't feel right. Okay. Can you enlarge the images from the put into large icons or something? Okay. See now this image, download 3 කියලා එකක් තියෙන්නේ. And download 1. This has some kind of context around. And it's not just the background, but the context. Right? Do you understand the word context? I don't know. Like it is the background story about something. The context සන්දර්භය මම හිතන්නේ සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ. So what it is about. So when the context is changed, the total mood is changed. So we have to read something compared to its context. Like maybe it's the country. Indoor planting related to Sri Lankan context is different from the Indian context. That's the I just gave the example to explain the word, right? Context. So so it's all the background story, right? One thing is you can select images with the context, a background story that it is placed in some kind of a place. And the next thing is, okay, then I gave one comment is select good images, larger images with good resolution. The next thing is select images with a context, with a background story. The next thing is find images of related activities, that somebody is watering a plant, that a plant is placed near to a bedroom or a kitchen top, or that kind of activities related to indoor planting. Then you can create a mood, how you feel about indoor planting, and the scale even, that this download 7 image, that we can think, we can have an idea about the scale, right? Because it is placed on a table, so there are other objects around in the picture, so we can get a comparison and think of a scale. Okay. Okay, good. You have collected. So can you, on Friday, can you come up with nice ideas on this?
Madam, can I stop sharing?
Yes, yes, sure. Okay, let me. So did you find these images on Pinterest? Or did you Google it?
No, madam, not in Pinterest.
Okay. Let me share my Pinterest account with you. We'll see what we'll get from Pinterest on indoor planting, right? So what you can do is create a board in Pinterest and share it with your group. Then when you search, and when you just go in Pinterest, see this one, beautiful. When you go in Pinterest, then you can pin that into your board. Then all the group members see that. Then if you like, somebody likes, you can put a heart. So there's a like button, right? In Pinterest, then that one knows that it is interested by others. So then you can find relevant images. Here you can put a heart. Right. So see, these create a mood. And find images of the activities as well, like watering it. So you can come up with a new idea when you see these images, like more emotional ones, like being in a jungle, being in a forest, or taking nature into your bedroom, or whatever like that. You can feel it from here. Okay, are we clear? See this one?
Yes, madam.
See, someone. So we can go into a color palette with these, and create and we are doing a brand, right? So we need the customer wanting this. So it is finally to attract customers. Okay. See this one? not even the plants, but this patchwork and crafty bed linen and bed sheets are also incorporating with that indoor planting mood, right? Or you can go definitely for a hippie or kind of bohemian mood or something. You can definitely go into a very, very with the books, old books and coffee and all. Very a different mood can be taken into this. Do you get my point? Right? Okay, work on that, right? Okay, the next group. Do we have anything? Do we have anything the next group? Group 2, who's in group 2?
Yes, madam.
Is it Rashida?
Because
Rikasa. What is your topic?
active wear fashion.
Active wear fashion. Yes. Do you have any images to show me, or have you decided on the specific area you're going to focus?
Yes, madam. We decided to go by exercise.
Exercise. Okay. Any images? Exercise in the sense specifically into what, gym or?
But we collected a whole.
Okay, okay. Can I see them? Can we see them? The class.
Sure, madam.
You can share the screen and show us. I think I have to stop sharing screen. Because you can share now. Can we enlarge the icons a little bit? Rikasa,
Madam.
go to view and put extra large icons. What happened? Can somebody else from the group? I think Rikasa's connection is not stable. Can somebody else from the group? Shall we move to the next group until they join back?
Madam.
Yes, Rikasa, what happened?
Sorry, it was reconnected.
Yes, yes. Can you share again?
Wait, I'll try on my phone.
Okay then. Is there anybody else from your group who can share? Or is that you only who did the work?
Kishani is there.
Okay, Kishani, can you try? sharing.
No, madam, no, not Kishani. Ishara.
Ishara. Ishara, can you try?
I think she didn't join to the meeting.
Okay, okay. Rikasa, what I have seen from your work, I will comment then, right?
Okay.
What I have seen was you have picked a very good collection of images, but they were not focused on one thing, right? As you have mentioned, even though you have selected exercise, I think it's mm, uh, not focused images were collected, but the selected images was good. So from then you can focus on one area, right? If it is exercises, then with as I told to the
Okay. I think
previous
exercise.
yeah. Yes, Rikasa?
Exercise pictures are after them, I think.
Really? Okay.
Not chat.
Okay. Okay. I will share you some, even though it's exercises, I will share you some images with the mood. I'm going to share the screen. As I mentioned to the previous group as well, you can collect images with context, right? Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
That
madam.
image with a lady. Can you see that or the other one? Can you see my Pinterest image?
Yes, madam.
Okay, okay. Okay, like this one with the shoes and the garment, it's all there, and with some kind of context, uh, mood and everything. You can, if you are going to select images with the gym and all, it's also all right. But you can go for some mood from this outdoor jogging and all as well, right? Then it's easy to create a kind of mood. Gym is also fine. Like you can select these type of images. Can you see that activities? You have to select, right? Not, I'm not referring to everything of this. Like this one with a bottle of water, the shoes, and select more like fashionable stuff. Like this one. This is good. So you can go for the colors, mood, and everything related to that. Okay. So from your collection of pictures, drop those images of swimming and other activities and focus on one thing, right? This is nice. Outdoor looks, or even in the gym. Or you can do something like this in yoga, indoor activities. And also this diet, food is also related with exercise, right? That weight loss. Okay. Okay. Direct into one one area and collect images and make sure you pick some images from Pinterest as well, because it has more mood and good images, right? Not just Google search. And then with Pinterest, you get all those similar images, and that's easier for you to find few moods. Okay, good. What about the next group? That homemade food. Were you able to find anything? Were you able to find anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I will stop sharing. Do you have any specific idea? Can you scroll down, Deshani? Yes. Yes. Good. So, what is your theme? Is it about Sri Lankan food? It seems so. Deshani, is it about Sri Lankan food?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good. Here you have selected good images, and there are some images you have to drop out, right?
Yes, madam. Uh,
Yes. Do you have anything to say? මොකක් හරි කියන්න තියෙනවද? Okay, you have enough to go forward, right? You can go forward with these stuff, and you can even start creating the mood board as well.
Okay, ma'am.
For the mood board, find that I told you that we are going to create two mood boards. One is for the emotion and for the expression only. The next one, you are going to present several related stuff into that mood board, like the process, ingredients, and activities. What it would be like is in the second mood board. First mood board, you are giving only a mood. So for the first mood board, you can select only one, two, three, maximum 4 images to create the whole story, right? So you can select the best images to give the idea only. So for that even, can you scroll down? There are good
Yes, ma'am.
images. Yes, there are good images. Here you can see the activities, the ingredients, and the impression. Find some more, right? Find some more. The activities are really nice, a very good collection, and try to find better pictures in as in photography, like better composed pictures, like this number 38 is a nice photo, right? That yes, this Makuru image is not nice. That Paul Sambol on අර තිබි Paul Sambol විතරක් තිබි photo එක. This one 46. So it doesn't give any feeling. Only if you don't know, only if you know it is Paul Sambol, then only you feel the taste. Otherwise, you won't get any feeling. This number 53 Kadala picture is it's nice. So since you have a particular idea, then you can now get more focused and select the best pictures out of these, right? And find some more on the activities as well. Okay, good.
Okay,
Uh,
madam.
then we can go for the colors and everything. And with we'll come up with more keywords to process, right? Uh, okay, for Friday, uh, don't go for the mood board. For Friday, come up with irrelevant images and come up with the best. Okay. Okay, the next group, that souvenir shop.
Madam,
Yes.
how many picture can included for a mood board?
We'll see, Rikasa. For the mood board, we'll do maximum 4 images. Not that. Maybe it can be even 1 image. If you find an image with the whole story, then it can be only 1 image. It depends on the image you get. If you get the perfect image, it's that says everything about your brand, then it's enough. Okay, drop out the unwanted images, then we'll select the best to go forward, right? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, the last group. Viduranga. Viduranga ඒ group එකේ නේද? Okay. Again a lot, right? මේක මේ large icon දාන්න පුළුවන් විතරක්. එන්නේ නැහැ. View එකකින් දාන්න. Have you selected any particular idea? Specific idea එකක් මේ select කරලාද තියෙන්නේ? Beach ද? මේකටත් Pinterest එකෙන් බලන්න මේ තියෙනවා කියලා. Yes. Pinterest. Okay. Yes, good. මේක හොඳ collection එකක් විදුරංග මේ දැන් අපි මේකෙදී විකුණන්නේ craft නේ. එතකොට තව චුට්ටක් craft පැත්තේ තියෙන අදහසුත් ගන්න. මේ ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් මේ පොල් ගස් තියෙන ඒවා ටික drop කරන්න ඔක්කොම දැන් ගොඩාක් තියෙනවනේ අපිට. ඒකෙන් එක image එකක් ගන්න. එතකොට දැන් මේ couples ඉන්න වගේ මේ තියෙන්නේ මේ couple එකක් ඉන්නේ අර පොල් ගස් තියෙන තැන. ඒ වගේ photos අයින් කරන්න. හරිද? එතකොට ඔයා තව පල්ලෙහාට යන්නකො මම ලස්සන ෆොටෝස් ටිකක් දැක්කා. අර මේ කැස් බෑව් එක ඇඳලා තිබුණේ වෝල් එකක. පල්ලෙහා තිබුණේ මේ කැස්ටෑවෙක් ඇඳලා රතු පාට ටී-ෂර්ට් එකක් එන්න ගෑනු ළමෙක් හිටියේ. yes sir. මේ අන්නේ ඒ වගේ ඉමේජස් හොඳයි. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් මේක මෙයා මේ නිකන් travel කරන ගමන් ගත්ත ෆොටෝ එකක් වගේ පේනවනේ. ෆොටෝ ෂූට් එකක් නැතුව දැන් අර කපල් එකේ ඉන්න එක ඒක ෆොටෝ ෂූට් එකක් වගේනේ. ඒ වගේ දැන් මේ ඉමේජ් එක හොඳයි ගොඩක්. කැස් බෑවෝ එක මේ ෆැමිලි ගෙඩි රූපේ ඒක එතකොට ඒක මේ ඒකට අපි කියනවා මේ authenticity. එහෙම නැත්නම් මේ genuine කියන එක. මේ මිනිස්සු ඇත්තට ගත්ත ෆොටෝස්. දැන් මේවා සමහර වෙලාවට ඒවා ෆොටෝ ෂූට්ස් තමයි. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ Instagram වලට එහෙම නැත්නම් ප්‍රොමෝෂන් වලට එහෙම පාවිච්චි කරන ෆොටෝ ෂූට්ස් තමයි. හැබැයි දැන් ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට මිනිස්සු ඇත්තටම කියන කතන්දරේ මේ අපිට දැනෙනවා වැඩි දැන්. කවුරු හරි මේකේ ලස්සන ෆොටෝ ෂූට් එකක් කරලා මේ දෙයක් ප්‍රොමෝට් කරනවට වඩා that social media වලින් අපි genuinely travel කරන එහෙම කට්ටියකින් එන ඒවා මේ මිනිසුන්ට feel වෙනවා වැඩි. ඒක තමයි දැන් තියෙන trend එක. ඒ කියන්නේ authenticity කියන එක. අපි මේ කොච්චර අව්‍යාජයිද කියන එක. හරි. එතකොට ඒ වගේ mood එකක් එන විදිහේ දේවල් මේකෙන් pick කරගන්න. මොකද ඔයගොල්ලන් ලොකු collection එකක් තියෙන නිසා. මම හිතනවා ඒ වගේ images කීපයක් අපි පොඩක් colourful bright එකකට යන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි නේද? yes. So select the best. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ අනිත් එක තමයි දැන් beach කිව්වහම මේ දැන් family අර කැස්බෑවෝ ඒ වගේ ශ්‍රී ලංකන් beach එකට specific විදිහ දැනෙන ෆොටෝස්ම ගන්න. දැන් මේ පොල් ගස් වලින් එකක් විතරක් තියාගෙන දැන් මේ සීනරි තියෙන්නේ මේ සන්සෙට් එකේ සීනරි. ඒවා එහෙම දැන් ඕනෙම බීච් එකක ඕනෙම තැනක තියෙන්න පුළුවන් නේ. එහෙම නැතුව මේ ඩවුන් සවුත් කියන ෆීලිං එක එන විදිහ මේ ඉමේජස් ටිකක් තෝරගන්න. හරි. good. ඕගොල්ලන්ට හොඳ collection එකක් තියෙනවා මේකෙන් එකක් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. this is enough. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ ටිකෙන් විතරක් process කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ හින්දා මේ අර කලින් group එක වගේ මේ මේකෙන් best images ටික අපි තෝරගෙන මේ process කරමු. on Friday, right? Okay. Okay, good. Right. Okay, then we'll wind up for today and meet back on Friday. I will share those links for the videos. Probably most of them will be the songs. Please check them before coming to the next class. Okay, try to check at least few. Okay, thank you so much. I'm happy that you have all into this.
Madam,
Yes, Rikasa. Yes, Rikasa, anything to ask?
always I'm asking questions. Sorry.
Oh,
Madam,
that's good.
according to
That's good,
concept,
yes.
no?
I didn't hear you.
According to our topic, both mood boards are same concept, no?
Yes, yes. The two. Are you confused about those two mood boards?
Yes, madam.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will explain it on Friday. I will share you mood boards and explain it, right? Don't get confused. Just go with your research on the visuals. I will
Okay.
share it and explain what it
Okay, thank you.